Welcome to Managerial Finance. This is FIN630 in Thomas More University's MBA program. I want to give you just a brief description here of the course so you get a flavor of what we're going to do throughout the class itself. So managerial finance is a decision-making part of business. Deals with making decisions of what to buy, where to get funds, how to manage certain assets, and many other areas of strategic planning, etc. It utilizes the other disciplines of business, such as accounting, economics, and management. Our basic topics are going to be decision making theory. Time management of money is always important in making financial decisions. We're going to actually do a project on the financial analysis of company performance. We're going to develop the tools for valuing assets and capital projects. We're going to explore the impact of risk on decision making. And then finally, we're going to talk about some choices about how and where managers get funds to finance the firm. As far as course materials, the textbook is Financial Management Theory and Practice, 16th edition. This edition has software with it that's called MindTap. So this is by Eugene Brigham and Michael Earhart. The ISBN for this particular text is listed here. As far as technology, we obviously have this MindTap software package. We will be utilizing Microsoft Office products. If you don't have these products on your current laptop or computer configuration, they're free through our university. And if you click on this link it'll take you to my TMU, and it will provide a link where you can get that free software. You will also be using some Zoom conferencing tools. This particular tool is actually provided in our LMS that's called Canvas. As far as computing and other software, I suggest that you use Chrome or Firefox as your browser. Safari and Internet Explorer are not really supported well in some of our software products. In addition, as I mentioned before, we will be using Microsoft products. There are many Excel spreadsheets that I will be providing throughout the course that will help us understand these tools and work with the decision-making process. How can you get in touch with me, the instructor? There is a phone number here. 3621 is the final extension. That is the phone number of my administrative assistant. She knows where I am and she can connect me. Probably the best and easiest way is to connect me through Thomas More's email system. You can connect to me through Canvas, right? You can send me messages in Canvas. The challenge with Canvas is they don't notify me that they're there on a regular basis, so I might miss that message. So the Thomas More email system is really the best way to get a hold of me. Now, if you're working in this software package, there are lots of tools that you can use. One of them, I believe, is called Ask the Instructor, and that will send me an email that will have your problem attached to it. And then when we contact, we can kind of figure out what's going on. There will be many virtual meetings or chats that we can do. Again, we'll be using the Zoom function that we have in Canvas. This will be your primary way that you will be working with your group to work on our projects. If you contact me via email or even if it's on Zoom or however you connect with me, make sure you tell me what class you're in, um, so that I can identify quickly. I mean, I typically teach, 4 to 6 classes in a semester, and it's difficult for me sometimes um, to know who I'm talking to. Makes it easier. As far as class preparation, you're already enrolled in the Canvas LMS, but you still must enroll in the MindTap software. On the home page of the course, you will see a link to a video of how to do this. And then, of course, there is a link to actually register. So it will take you through that process. What about class activities? I think you should expect to spend between 15 to 20 hours a week working on this course. The Canvas system will guide you through the course materials, but our activities, I mean, there are many, right? So we're going to have homework problems. Every chapter will probably have some 1 or 2 or 3 homework problems to work on. MindTap refers to assignments like we refer to them as quizzes. So every chapter has a quiz. We'll talk about that here in a couple of minutes. So we'll do some research and some casework. So you're going to be directed through a research project of a real company. Now these are group assignments. So we'll be working with those groups that you probably have already created in another course. And finally, we have discussion forums. These are, we'll talk about them in detail here in a couple of minutes, but of course, they are there to help us with some participation and kind of get a view of what our other students are thinking. So if again, you think about the homework, they're individual assignments. Each chapter has one. All assignments have a due date. So homework is due by midnight, the day before the next class begins, unless the instructor gives you other deadline information. All assignments can be delayed 7 days, but there will be a 10% penalty. So if something does come up, I know life throws some hurdles in our way, but if for some reason you can't get the assignment done by Sunday night, you have another 7 days to get it completed. But at the end of that 7 days, that grade will turn to a 0 if not completed. As far as the assignments in general, right? Again, this book refers to quizzes as assignments. You get about 3 minutes per question. Typically, there's 10 to 15 questions per chapter. Each chapter has a quiz. Now, once you start this exam or this quiz, the clock is running. You cannot stop and you cannot come back. So make sure you give yourself plenty of time to complete the exam. As soon as the quiz is completed, you'll get your score. You can review the questions, but not until after the due date for the quiz. Again, as I mentioned earlier, something comes up, you can take a little bit extra time, up to 7 days. There's a 10% penalty. Again, after 7 days, the assignment is going to receive a grade of 0. Now, these are primarily online kind of assignments, so technology can sometimes create problems for us. If you have a technology issue, you have to contact me ASAP, right? As soon as you can, send me an email so I've identified that you're having an issue, and then we can work with some kind of a solution. I mentioned the discussion boards or forums. Each week we'll participate in discussion boards. These exercises don't always pertain to finance or even business. Sometimes we're just going to review videos of speakers that have great messages on life, dealing with stress, and maybe just some other issues that we might face as adults in a very quickly changing environment. Um, there are typically 2 discussion forums per week. The first of those is due by Wednesday, and the second by the end of the week. For each discussion board, there will be instructions. When you go to open that board, there will be instructions for you. Sorry about the typo. Our group projects. This is really the biggest portion of this course. We're going to explore a real company. You're going to gather data, prepare statements and ratios, and you're going to provide some analysis. This is difficult for most people in the beginning. We just don't have the experience on how to analyze this information. My hope is that's what we get out of this course. The project is actually broken into smaller pieces, so we'll get feedback as we go along. So hopefully we can have some improvements on how we analyze things. Each topic area of the course will have a Word document that describes the project for that topic. Um, I will also be providing videos to just demonstrate how to complete that part of the project. So my hope is that even though we may not see each other face to face, you may have some ability now to um, see how it's done when you run into issues. You're going to follow the course through our Canvas LMS every week. Those weeks are identified on the homepage. So each chapter has a video lecture and PowerPoint presentations of that lecture. Additional videos are also available for viewing that can help you with problem solving and research completion. When you open Canvas and you start to look at this course, which you may have already done, you will notice on the right-hand side of the homepage there is a to-do section. If all you do is click on that to-do section, you will not find any information about this course, right? You must enter the course and the content through the homepage at the bottom. Every week is identified with a box. Click on the box. That sends you to the module for that course. What kind of a strategy would I use since I set up this course? The first thing I would do is watch the video lectures. You could probably get that done in a half hour, 45 minutes maybe at the most. Then I would look and read through the textbook chapters if you could. There are also videos that I've already talked about that assist you with homework and research assignments. I would watch those. Then I would go to complete the homework, the quiz assignments. And of course, you have to meet with your group to work on your project and homework assignments. Now, you cannot copy your group mate's homework, right? You can't copy that. However, you can ask for assistance. That's one of the parts of our understanding of the group aspect of this course. Some people will be very good at finance, some people not so much. So you can help each other. Those people that are really good at finance may have issues with marketing or some other discipline. So we can play off each other and learn a little bit more about what's going on inside our courses. And finally, in compliance with Thomas More University's policy for equal access for students with disabilities, there are accommodations that are available. If you have a documented physical or learning disability for which you require special accommodations, please see the Director of Academic Support Services. It's in our administration building, room 3336. You are online, so that might not help you. But the phone number here is 859-344-3521. Now, this also includes all students who have previously received accommodations. For every class you take, if you want an accommodation, you have to apply for each course that you take. That's a brief description of our course. There'll be many more videos coming, so I look forward to you. Good luck in the course. I will see you soon.